How's it going, everyone? Set up, getting my chats up. Go ahead and get my music on. Some chill music on. Hey, how's it going, Glug? How you been doing, bud? We got a few people trickling in already. Just getting started. Just waiting for the game to load up right now. Well, the server. We're gonna be doing a new farm tonight. Oh, let me make sure I got a battery in the controller. I could set up my wheel, but I'm not gonna do that tonight. I don't feel like pulling the stand out and plugging everything in. I'll set it up for next time. What? That's weird. I put the battery in the... Hey, appreciate it, Bug. I'm trying to turn my controller on and put a battery into it, and it's acting like the battery's completely dead. Which is odd. I think it was just the battery for some reason didn't charge. Yeah, I got controls now. Okay, and my right click's working this time. Good. Alright. So y'all are here now. We're gonna change over into the game. So, yeah. Give me a second, everyone. I forgot. Farm Sim is funky with the... There we go. I just gotta resize it real quick. Fit the screen. There we go. I can't figure that out. Farm Sim is the one game that does not work with the auto capture on my stream software.
Oh, yeah.
So welcome to the farm. We have a seeder. We have a plow and cultivator, Joe.
Do we?
Yep.
I couldn't remember if we grabbed one.
Yeah, we basically have everything we need to get started. Yeah, I think we have everything we need.
Around back over here pulling some parts off this crap.
Yeah. So here's our little, behind the house, we kind of have a little junkyard going on with the property to give it a look. We're playing on, Alma, Missouri. So what I will do, Joe, is I will go ahead and start that other farm real quick, and we can send over 400,000 and just leave the 25. I think is a good thing. All right, so actually you have to create the farm. Wait, no, that's right.
You can log into the...
Yeah,
I can do it, though, real quick if you want.
I got it.
Okay.
All right. And then how do you send money?
I can do it.
I don't remember how to do
Go
it. There it is.
here, farm management. Transfer money, I got it.
It'd be the 400,000. Then I'll clear the old farm. Yeah, plug. We're getting back into it. We've been meaning to play. All right, and then I will. So what we did, chat, is just so y'all know, is we had done the. We gave ourselves just the money to start with. We didn't buy anything crazy. It's all basic, simple machines in here, cheap machines. But it was basically, we bought the land in these two fields, 13 and 12, right here in there. Wow, that's crazy, man. 1,100 hours into a farm sim. That's crazy. Yeah, that's what we're kind of doing. If you remember, Blug, we did it with 22 building up to the 25 releases. That's kind of what we're doing. We've been getting the itch now that we see the new packs coming out in November, and kind of getting back into it. Excited to see that DLC in November with the fishing and everything. All right, so we need a harvest, right? So oh yeah, I was about to say, I think we need a tipper, and then I was like, oh yeah, we have the U-Haul truck.
If we got canola ready to harvest,
Yep.
and I think this is wheat. Crop destruction is on you. Canola and wheat.
About 4
is
months
what we're
ago.
working with.
Yeah, we quit a little bit further back than that. It's just if you remember the save we were doing with the stream before, it's just said press lift it twice. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know there was a second lift option. That's cool. It might be something to do with that the control mod that we have. The immersive controls, which give you features. It works with certain mod machines, adds more versatility. So we want to do the canola first, probably, so we could turn around and flip the canola pretty easy. I'll bring that music down.
We do have our silo.
Oh yeah, we do. So we don't need to sell right away, technically.
I'll take it while you're starting that. I will take a look and see what our crop
Set up
sales are looking like.
So this
Canola
field,
says December.
if I remember right, was, yeah, that should be fine.
Canola sells best in December, and then wheat sells best in January.
So this is the Massey 5650 that we got. It's a small little older combine. I need to change out my values at some point. But we got some new stuff we've been working on. Just we've been busy with some stuff, doing some server work for a 5M server and stuff. And then I've been trying to get back into normal recording since the baby was born. Because the baby was born July 17th. And so
The question is, do we...
What's
Sorry,
it?
go ahead.
Oh, you're good.
I was going to say, do we need a mulcher?
I mean, if we have a cheap one, I don't know if we have a cheap one available.
That's right. Let me take a look.
I didn't think about getting a mulcher in the shop and mods. It would have been a good thing to have a mulcher early on, even if it was like a bush hog style mulcher.
Does that do the mulching, though, for the actual...
No, I don't think it does.
Mulchers can be used to crush the crop to stubbles. I think it'll do it.
Huh?
There's
Well,
one
if it's under there, then
$4 grand. There's a 1 meter one for 1900, but geez. And the 1.4 is not.
Appreciate it,
much
bloke.
bigger.
yeah, it's number 2 for me. That's mine and Jazzy's, and then obviously we have the 2 older ones that are hers from her last long-term relationship. So we got 4 total now.
Needs line.
But stay tuned though. Like we're getting back in the farm sim. It won't be a full-time thing. One thing, plug. If you want, or anyone watching that's interested in like farm sim, check out my Dark Wolf Extras channel. There's a community post on it. If you want to join over there, I may start putting some of the farm sim over there, so that way I can the main channel can stay variety. Because that's kind of, I did that one, and then I have another channel yet which people could join, but there's nothing set up on it yet. Because the reason is I record a lot more than I post, and sometimes I want to post things that I don't have scheduled space for. And so what ends up happening is the game just keeps getting pushed off and off and off and off, and then it ends up being out of the loop. But we're gonna be doing that. I think the Dark Wolf Extras channel, there's also a playlist on my channel, my main channel too, that has a link to one of the videos over there. Is we're looking at starting up racing, hopefully around November with the new NASCAR game coming out. If not, I might do some iRacing. We'll see how the NASCAR game is when it comes out. But we were talking about possibly getting a series going, like a league type series, so we could do something with the community and stuff like that. Have a private league that we can control who comes in and out, and that way we could set up like a weekly race or something like that. But I'm trying to get some attention over that channel, start growing that channel. That's where I'm going to start posting stuff that doesn't fit on the main channel, not like theme wise, but just if I don't have enough schedule room and I want the video to go out, I can throw it over there. So I'm trying to get people that are interested in the like farm sim and not just farm sim, but games like ATS, farm sim, stuff like that will probably end up going over there. I'll probably post them over here sporadically, but the main, like, I guess you could say, like, main content dump will probably be over there. But we're definitely going to be getting back in the farm sim in the winter.
So the question is, do we want to give ourselves some money back since we overlooked it to grab that mulcher?
How much is it?
Well,
we could lease it.
Yeah, but I mean, there's a 3-meter one for 11 grand, which is actually probably the best versus a 1.4.
And what's the power requirement? Do we have a tractor for it?
Yeah, they're both like 70 horsepower.
Joe is in a world of pain. He got caught up in the rear wheels.
Yeah.
I mean, if we want to do it, go ahead and invest in it. I think we'll be okay. We can do a couple contracts nearby.
Yeah.
And make up the money.
I think this one's going to be the best.
The only thing is with our contracts, I think we need to set the rule is we can't borrow equipment with the contract. It's like we can't do that cheap leasing that they offer for the really good equipment.
Right.
I think we have to do it with our equipment or equipment that we've leased on our own, separate of the contracts.
I'm gonna take your tractor and go run and pick it up, I guess.
Yeah.
Actually, do you think it'll be? I can pick it up.
You can
with
pull
the
it
truck?
behind the truck with the hitch.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna go do.
That's what I did with the cedar.
I'm not driving that tractor all the way into town.
If you want, instead of driving all the way in town, pick up that the junker pickup that we haven't bought yet. Or did we buy it on this one?
We got it.
Okay, I don't. Yeah, the Ford. I was gonna say because that thing's quick enough that we can use it easily for pulling machines.
Yeah.
That's kind of what I was like. We can get the trucks on this map because the distance that you gotta carry some of that stuff, those small implements and machines, we can throw it behind a pickup truck on a trailer and yank them across the map that way.
It's gonna be the best thing to do.
It's gonna be low boys. We start getting to the other side of the map, it'll be worth. There goes Joe, the old Ford. I love the sound on it though. It sounds so raggedy. Try. Excuse me. Nah, that looks good though. The work he did back there behind the bar, that looks so good.
And I put all the trails,
yes,
and 2-track marks around it. Did you see the other implements I put around?
No, I'm gonna have to look. It's like Easter eggs.
The barn up top there.
We're gonna have to get the zero-turn mod, the mowers, so you got the grass.
Oh, dude, it was great. I just put the tall grass around it and started putting bushes in. I'm like, man, this actually looks really good.
It looks really good. That's like screenshot worthy right there.
Yeah.
Oh.
It looks funny too when you're driving up on the road.
Well, yeah.
It looks like what you want it to be.
Yeah, it gives it like a working farm feel. Like we're just collecting them old crap.
Like some hoarder.
Yeah.
Oh, I just rolled the pickup truck.
That'd be alright.
We're alright.
Yeah, I'm sure once November gets around, like if we're streaming it then, because I enjoy streaming Farm Sim versus recording it. Like streaming's so much easier with Farm Sim. And a lot of people I found out like the they call it like go to bed with farming sim is what they call it. So people just listen to you with the chill music and the machine noises, the ASMR of it, I guess.
Yep, exactly.
And then we don't really have to like plan out an episode. What are we gonna do this episode? We can just work on it. I like the micro detail though. Like, I think we get a mower that way you can see like where we're like upkeeping the land and stuff. Like you'll have the nice groom grass, and then that's one thing the devs need to add to Farm Sim is I want my dang striping ability. I want like Lawnmower Simulator striping, where I can stripe the yards. Then you have the nice farmhouse with the striped lawn, and then you go behind the barn and it's just a forest of weeds, and you get some cattails and stuff. Oh, I'm almost full. I just realized.
Oh, shoot. I got that truck right there.
Yeah, I can go get it. I'll fill her up completely.
We're going to need a lime spreader, too. I don't know. We just get one of those little bucket attachments.
Yeah, we could do the bucket style one.
I cannot. I can attach it. No, I can't. Shoot.
Really? Does it have a different style hitch then?
Yeah, it's like the 3-point.
Oh.
I'm going to have to pick it up and put it in the back of the truck. It's alright, though.
I like having the dump truck tipper, though, for a small one, because we don't have to hook up to one of those weird gondola-style trailers.
No. No thanks.
What I'd like to get for our grain hauler is watch the shop for the Wilson dump beds or the semi-trucks. And get like a proper road rig to haul the grain. Do this head row real quick because we got some uneven rows here.
Not gonna sense this as a thing.
So, do we want... Oh, we sold the pigs, right? That were in that sty. We sold the pigs.
Okay.
I was trying to remember. On my series that I was recording, I kept the pigs.
Oh,
And I was going to say we could have fed them the canola, and they'd be super happy. Canola's very good to feed them.
Where is our...
Man, I'm in the sunburn machine here.
Sprayers, fertilizer spreaders. 2,000 for that little bucket one.
You can afford it.
Yeah.
Pretty sure, because I remember from my playthrough, there's a field like right near the farm, one of the small ones that we could do a harvest with our combine. And that would make us like a few $1,000s. It'd basically pay for what you just bought.
Yeah, we need to figure out too, do I need to get fertilizer bags too?
Yeah, possibly. So keep in mind too, I believe we did put the mechanical failure mod in, so
Oh, did we?
yeah, that's a new one that they have, like the machines can break now.
That's good.
I swear I heard a combine come by the house today, which wouldn't surprise me because it is corn cutting season. I heard it outside. They go by a couple times a year. You hear them, they go right down the road that goes in front of my house. I'll cut this end real quick.
I'll grab, I guess, a couple things. Fertilizer. I don't know how much we're gonna need. Do we?
Should need a lot of fertilizer because of the precision. Precision should allow us to use a lot less.
Like where our fill points are, if there is any fill points.
Not sure. Whoa. My cruise control turned off.
Kitchen production, popcorn production.
Oh, the lines shifted. That's what happened. Field lines shifted.
I guess I don't see any like lime fill stations or anything, so that's gonna be something we gotta work to.
What is it?
Like lime fill stations.
Yeah, we can get all that figured out.
That'll be down the line. Something we add.
Gosh,
to
this end of the
place,
field looks completely butchered the way it's shaped.
but I was selling. So, yeah, so I'm gonna have to buy. Ooh.
I like this Massey though that we got. This was a good buy. I mean, it's got a 5,000 liter tank on it, so it's not the worst. But remember that one combine we used in 22 that had like no power to get up the hill? Yeah, this one doesn't have that problem.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I guess I'll buy a bag of lime and a bag of fertilizer. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know if we're gonna need lime yet.
It says on the first field needs lime.
Oh, well then, yeah, we'll need lime. Are there any liming stations nearby?
No, it's the map has none.
We'll have to look and see how much a lime station would be.
Yeah. Unless
Because the bags are just so expensive.
corn dryer, grain mill. I know the bags are super expensive.
Finished up this field now. Looks like we got almost 7,000. Five, 6, 67, 67, maybe 80. It's almost 7 tons. So we'll definitely need to run a plow, and then well, you got the mulcher.
The good
so
thing about it is too is we can hold the canola in the truck and then the wheat in the grain silo, or canola in the grain silo, so I have to empty it. But it's going to be kind of nice for us having that silo with the farm.
Yeah, thinking about that, we should have done the wheat first, because wheat's going to take up a lot more space. We could probably sell the canola right now, because there's not that much to make a lot of money out of it.
Yeah.
This could be just one head row. But 13 is completely done. Now I'm going into 12. These head rows are such a weird line on this field. Oh man. How's it going, everyone in chat? If you're new in the chat, feel free to pop in, say hi. We're just hanging out, doing some chill farming. Oh, I found some more of your junk. Nice.
Look on the other side of the barn.
Oh, cool. The trailer. Or the
truck and trailer, yeah. Don't look over here, because this isn't legit at all.
We're getting a whole lot more yield of wheat, though, than canola. That's for dang sure. Hey, we got railroad tracks running right next to the farm.
Yeah.
I'm already 40% on my... Tractor definitely starting to get dirty. Yeah, because we could probably just sell that canola and then just store the wheat, because we're going to have a lot more wheat than we are canola.
Yeah.
Stupid amount of wheat in comparison. Thinking about where we could. Thing is, I would say just put the canola into the pigsty, but we couldn't get it back out. I don't think.
Right.
Because it would take it, but. Alright. 70%. Ah, that's what it is. I got that automatic cruise control setting on for this GPS stuff. That's why my cruise control probably keeps turning off. Alright, let's see. Make this line here. Cut these into 2 small fields. This one I'm probably going to do slightly different, but. And 180. Come on, tractor, go in reverse.
This would be a dusty job.
What's that? Oh, you're
Mulching with an open cab tractor.
Oh gosh, yeah. Oh, flashbacks. I know this ain't following the lines, but don't really care. This would be the easier way to cut this square. Tractor's got some power there. It's not struggling at all with that mulcher.
No, it's rolling. I mean, I think this mulcher only required like 80 horsepower, so it's got like 150.
Hoping I can dump directly into the silo. Should be able to. The thing is, the silo is really close to this field, so I can just direct dump from the combine. I can immediately get back into our harvest.
You can just pipe out into it?
Yep.
That's nice.
And since it's right there off the edge of the field, I can just shoot over there and do it real quick. And get right back to cutting. Cruise control deactivation off. So who all in chat's ready for the new DLC in November? Who's ready to fish and farm sim?
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting.
Mm-hmm. Well, when you get frustrated, Joe, you can just be like, forget this, I'm going fishing. Just take your fishing pole and go out to the river.
It's gonna definitely lead to some interesting maps.
Yeah.
I feel like.
Oh, the rivers will get utilized a lot more and stuff, I feel like.
Yeah.
Next DLC we'll get after that is crab fishing. Give us a Scandinavian map. Go crab fishing in the fjords or something. And you bring boats in the farm soon. I want to get back in the ATS though. I've been itching to play ATS, like just clean, non-modded ATS. Maybe some sounds, but just drive. And I haven't really done ATS since I got my wheel set up either.
Oh yeah.
I want to get that wheel for my thing from Moza, the trucking wheel, the TSW wheel, or whatever, but I hadn't had the extra money. That one guy, like I said, I almost had one. That guy was selling one on Marketplace, and he backed out of the deal. Decided to keep it. Which would have been a sweet score, because it was so much cheaper than the full price. So that wheel's pricey, but it's got all those buttons and features and everything, and then I can get the multi-function stock and everything and add like turn signals and everything to my wheel setup.
Yeah, that's super nice.
The only thing is that, like, I was looking at it, is like the only issue I potentially run into is like if I want to do racing, like how easy is it for me to swap like the stocks off and everything? Like, can I just pull it all off when I take the wheel off, or is it bolted? Or
Yeah.
like changing the wheel itself is easy. It's just a quick connect, but it's the like other stuff. Is it easy to come off? What I'm waiting on is Moza's been announcing a lot of cool hardware. Like they kind of did their recently showed off all their new flight sim peripherals, but they've been leaning into the trucking and farming stuff. And I want to see a shifter come out from them, like a shifter that's made for trucking and farming. Like they got that new active shifter that actually has like force feedback and like electronics in it, like it can react to. It actually feels like a real shifter. But the thing is like I want to see like a trucking one, like built in with the either swappable knobs or that have the electronics built in for the range selectors and everything, so you don't have to use some modded setup. And then like it has an option for like the long stock or whatever, where you can like floor mount it or whatever if people want to do that.
Yeah,
which would be cool.
That would be really cool.
But Moza, like I said, I've had no problem with my Moza hardware. It's built so well. It's all metal, nothing feels cheap and plasticky, like, which makes me happy with it. And I've had no issues with it. Like my honeycomb setup for flight sim, like it's not a bad one. The honeycomb stuff is nice, but it feels plasticky in comparison to something like the Moza setup. The Moza's all aluminum and heavy, and like I said, the force feedback direct drive of it's amazing. And the crazy thing is, I don't even have like one of the high feedback wheels, like the 12 newtons or anything like that. I have a 5 newton, and when that thing's maxed out, man, it'll hurt your wrist if you're not careful. Like it has a lot of resistance in it. How's it going, chat? Those that are joining in, I see people popping in and out. Into this field, I'm gonna check something real quick, because I just realized my window's not up. Give me 1 second, guys. There we go, that's all I need to do. Can I hide this window? I'm trying to remember how to hide that. There we go. Sorry, y'all, had to make an adjustment on my computer screen real quick. So I've been using, the last few times I've streamed, I've started using a combination of windows, because I like leaving my YouTube dashboard up. They have a YouTube functionality, and it shows, it'll track my like bit rate and everything, make sure I'm not having drop frames.
Oh, yeah.
But I had it tabbed out, and the only thing is I wish I could close the chat, but what I do is I end up just overlaying it on my my OB. Oh crap. How much did I just destroy? Not a lot. About 5 feet worth with tire tracks.
Yeah, that's something we gotta get used to is the freaking crop destruction.
Yeah. A second, everyone. One more clicky. There's what I wanted to do. Beautiful. But what I usually do is use the chat from the YouTube app, and then the I obviously leave my streaming software to make sure it's streaming. All right, 20%. Did we figure out what we want to grow yet?
No, I hadn't even looked to see what we can even plant right now.
Canola.
Grass, silage bales? I'm just kidding.
Canola.
I want to do something that we hadn't done. Tristan and I did a shit ton of canola.
We could grow alfalfa, but that's just like grass.
Yeah.
Or we could wait a month and grow barley or wheat. The only thing we really plant right now is canola.
Yeah.
We could
into canola oil.
we could make the investment and do oil seed in the fields.
Yeah.
And then
radish,
yeah, I wouldn't lime them or anything yet. We could just plant oil seed, and then we forgot to get seed from the shop.
Oh yeah, crap.
But we could plant oil seed and then do barley or wheat next month. And then that'd give us a little boost to the yield. And of course, we could do either both fields wheat or one wheat, one barley. I mean, they're both Lily.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like we always do arables.
I mean, that's kind of what we got right now. That's the only problem.
Yeah.
In the spring, we'd have like soybeans and stuff like that, but
yeah, I don't. But then, yeah, doing it root crops is kind of like a pain too with the harvesting of it.
yep.
With what we already got going, we already got stuff to do arables.
Yep. And corn would be a good one to go with, but corn we can't plant till April. On this map, corn has a very small window.
I mean, we definitely, I think, need to do a high yield crop.
And we could replant canola in the field you're in, and then do wheat in here next month, or barley. And then we could, well, the canola we wouldn't be able to oil seed, but we could oil seed this field and then do wheat.
Yeah.
Or barley or whatever we decide to do. I mean, we could do grass farming. I mean, utilize the new production stuff.
Yeah, I don't know. And then we're just into baling.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, that's kind of our limitation with farm sim, though. Is you really only got like the arables and then the the other stuff. There's short of going into forestry, which I don't want to deal with trees.
Yeah.
Dealt with enough trees in the last one.
Yeah.
Gotta get rid of these hideous tram lines all over the place. So we're gonna have probably 4 or 5, so maybe about 20 tons of.
Wow.
Right here, it's estimating 10.6 tons an acre if it was 100%. This is almost a 2-acre field, so it'd probably be about 15 tons. We got a hill. See the grain coming in there. Still got a bit of this field to do, though. I just realized something too on this field I didn't do. I didn't swath. I mean, we don't have a way to pick it up, but
Yeah, we don't need it for the first one, I don't
no,
think.
we don't have the
We're not doing
bailers or
manuals
anything to pick it up.
Yeah, forge wagon.
And what do y'all think, Chad? We got a few people watching. What should be the, what crops should we plant in these fields? What would y'all like to see us grow? I mean, heck, April we could grow rice. Do
Oh,
some
we'd have to
rice.
flood them.
I
I don't know
know.
if that'd work on a slanted hill.
I mean, most of the crops on here plant in the early spring, so like March. You know what might be good for this field, though, I think could be kind of cool? The one I'm in?
What's that?
Some vine crops. Grapes or olives would be really cool to do in this field.
Yeah.
The way it's laid out with the hill and the weird angle, I think it would be great for... Because we could cut that leg off of it over there, closer to you. And just square it up and just use this as an orchard.
Yeah, too bad there's not like tree stuff.
I mean, there's poplars, but we remember
Yeah,
poplars
but I
from
mean, like,
mine.
it'd be cool to do like apple trees and stuff like that and get the shaker equipment and all that.
Yeah, I wish we had something like that. That would be a
Surprised they don't
DLC
have
that they
that.
should do.
Yeah.
Do orchards. I mean, I feel like we kind of got to go through the motions for the first year.
I think
Just
so,
to build
so
our
we just
money.
gotta do what we know.
I mean, we could throw some root crops down on this, get that boost for the spring. We could do barley just to change it up.
Yeah.
Do winter barley, and then, or we plant an oil seed field in here and sit on it till the spring and plant something in the spring, and just let the root crop sit in it all winter.
Right.
But there's another. There's another one. Another load. But yeah, this field feels like it would be perfect for a vineyard, though, to get grapes or olives. Oh, she's heavy. Did we check the used market? Oh, a combine that is a really, really good price, but we can't afford it.
Yeah.
178,000 for a massive John Deere one. 50-something% off. It would be nice, but we can't afford it. I mean, we already got a leg up from most farmers, though, by the fact that we have a combine owned.
It's true.
So how much do we have in storage now? 13,000. So no, we'll probably be closer to 20 tons. So January's the peak from the calendar for the wheat.
Yeah. And then it's December for the canola.
Yeah. The canola, we won't really see too much of a improved profit, but it's the red tractor farm.
Honestly.
Got the red tractors in my old Ford tractor. All a Ford is, though, is the same thing as a New Holland. That's all New Hollands are Ford tractors. That's why they're still almost the same blue. I used to run an old Ford. It was like I forget the model. It was a little, like, small, it would be considered a small tractor, like probably like a 40 or 50 horsepower. Someone had very similar to the one I have on here, but a smaller version of it. Man, that thing had that dual gearbox and everything on it you had to use. It was a little tough tank, though. I used it for doing like land clearing for the bush hog. And it had a front loader on it, so I'd use the front loader to push down everything in front of it. Man, I drove that thing like I stole it. It had a bad water pump on it too, so you'd have to like fill it up every day you got on the tractor because it'd weep out through the weep hole the whole time you were going. So I had to carry, I usually had like a 5-gallon bucket of water I'd keep on and fill it out throughout the day because you could feel when the tractor was starting to overheat. Then you'd fill it back up and let it go until it got hot again. That's just because the guy that owned the land and the tractor, he didn't want to buy a water pump for it.
Yeah. Give me 2 seconds real quick.
Yep. Almost got it. These corners are always the worst. Yeah. How's everyone doing that? So we have a few people watching. Welcome, welcome. If you're new to the stream, feel free to pop in and say hi. Otherwise, just enjoy the stream. Just having a casual chill, hang out, and do some farming. Doing a hard start on the Alma map, Alma, Missouri. It's a DLC map, or mod map. Pretty nice map. And we're done with that end. So mulcher can do its thing. We're using, we did kind of a hard start with it. We were running small machines and a small balance to start. Pretty good amount here. The first harvest. That's the field he was working on. I know I'm cutting against the grain right now, the way the lines are. We're getting longer passes before we have to turn around like this. That's why I'm doing it this way. The other side, it was obviously easier to go the other way, but we can just manually run. I know we're not swathing. We'll swath on the next harvest. We do a arable. So what I'm probably going to do is I think we're going to get to the point where I feel like we're going to kind of switch task or split task on the farm. Joe's going to kind of focus on one aspect and I'll probably focus on another. So I think the last series we did, Joe and Tristan and them had focused on animals, and I did production stuff. So I might work on do some animals this time. I might do some animal work. I have a pigsty right there, but we didn't start with any pigs in it. We'll have to buy the pigs if we want to do pigs. Which I might not be against. I might spend a little bit of our money and do a few pigs. Just as a way to start making some money through winter. I'll look at it in just a moment. Because because I know that's a decent pigsty. It'll automatically water them, so we'll have to deal with supplying food. And we have grain, so we'll have food for them in the winter. That's what I'm thinking about, getting a few. Not a lot, just like maybe 5. It just kind of work them from the start and turn them into something, you know, build them up, let them breed. Go that way. All right, if that field's cut, so you can do your thing.
Holy smokes. Found Jazzy's song.
Oh, what's that?
I put on Chill Hop and it's Jazzy Nights.
Oh, cool. Let's see, I'm gonna grab our old U-Haul truck, as I call it. It's our grain tipper right now. I love it's got a Jake rig on it.
Yeah, it's so random. I mean, it kind of isn't random, but...
Oh, this is a multi-fruit silo.
Oh, so you can put multiple in.
Yep.
Nice. That is awesome.
Yeah.
That's kind of nice.
I mean, that we didn't add that, everyone. That's how the farm came. That was the only thing we didn't change, is how the farm came. We bought the land with the barnyard, and all the buildings are already here. So that's the way we did it. We didn't add it to the start. We went with it because it was already here.
Dude, as we play this and like expand the land around us, I want to put like just broken down wrecks in between the, like, I mean, just stuff that you would see. If we can find more vehicles like that.
Oh, I'm
just,
sure we
like,
can.
Old rusted out stuff. Make it lively.
This barn can hold 223 pigs, Joe. Or 233 pigs.
Holy crap.
So I have a long-term goal.
With this good, because this barn up at the top, sees a long barn. So if we get like big semis with trailers or something, we can put them in there.
So they 6 months for puberty. I'm gonna do $1,000 worth of pigs, which is 5 pigs.
All right.
Which pigs do I want, though? You know what? I'm gonna go different. Let's go with the Berkshires. Because pigs are not that bad to take care of. Relative.
No.
Because they just need basic food.
Like cows. They don't need TMRs.
Yeah. All right, we got our piggies. Is that...
Tristan and I found out about that TMR.
They're so little. Look, everyone, it's the little piggy. They're very baby. They're very much baby pigs. But y'all have this massive sty, though. I have 5 pigs in a massive sty. Yeah. Y'all are going to be living it up. There's enough room for each of y'all to have a stall.
Tristan's enough.
I guess so. I need to look at the animal panel. So they need base food, grain, protein, and root crops. The big one would be base food. So let me see what wheat does.
Oh, they need root crop, huh?
If we want to max them out, yeah.
Oh, I see.
Gosh, it's so nice not having to pull a trailer around to move grain.
Yeah, it'll be nice up until the point where we start doing massive fields.
Yeah.
And then we're actually going to need a big tipper.
So that's grain. It's not considered base food. So what is considered base food? Is that like grass, I'm assuming? Or maybe it's corn? I bet you it's corn is the base food. So something like corn. So it says you can feed them corn, wheat, barley, canola, sunflower, soybeans, potatoes, sorghum, or sugar beets. So we could do a small field of root crops, like a very small field, and that would give them that 5% buff, but
we'd have to get a whole separate harvest.
Yeah, that's the thing. That's the thing. I'm gonna look real quick. So there's the topper. I mean, we could get one of the small ones that does like the single row or 2-row or whatever they call it, that tows behind. But I mean, there's mods that we can definitely get that do much smaller yield root crops that aren't the massive machines. So you're working on that. I guess I could grab the...
Start plowing.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I'll grab the plow.
Get that blue tractor dirty.
Yeah. Oh, it's a Ford. They don't like getting dirty. I say that as a Ford owner.
My headset battery's gonna die. Give me 2 seconds to replace it.
Alright, let's get this bad boy started.
And we're back.
And you finished mulching this bad boy, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah,
I'm rolling.
Done.
I'm rolling. My guy's like wearing like some default clothes that the game put on him.
Oh, yeah.
And they're awful. Open cover. Open cover. Oh, my hood. Lower plow. Unfold. That was a bit of a texture lag there.
Oh, it looks good. Look to your left.
What's up?
You see me driving down
Oh,
at
yeah.
the same time you going down? Good.
Getting that weird texture issue though. I don't know if it's something with the map or what. It's not,
Oh, is that...
it's doing that thing where it doesn't
Yeah.
show the updated ground.
Wait, is it because... oh, no, because you're plowing. Never mind. I was saying, I thought that was happening to me, but I realized it was the trowel lines or whatever
Yeah.
you're calling them. Yeah. Just like throwing me off because it makes me think I'm missing spots, but it's
Right.
not.
And now after a moment, it seems like it's updating itself. But
We were having that problem in the other server.
yeah, it's
too.
got to be a syncing issue.
Yeah.
It's not the end of the world. Just God, I prefer this over these discs right here that are acting as a plow. I prefer so much more over a regular like what they call it, farrow plow or whatever with the big spades, the spade plow. Oh. This thing's so much easier to control. So that's the problem with those spade plows, is they'll drag your tractor around as you're plowing. I'm sure it's better on 25 with the GPS, but man, it's not like it's going fast, so it's not overpowered. I'm going 6 miles an hour with the plows, so.
Right.
The thing I noticed on this Ford tractor though is those front tires are some balloon tires I've ever seen.
They're big.
Yeah, pretty
I got the little front end on mine too.
Alright, let's turn.
How fast can you pull that thing?
7.
Okay, that's not terrible.
No.
I've got maxed out front weights on mine too.
Let's see how the field's looking now.
So if we get something
Precision
heavy, I think I
farming.
can forget how much front weight's on it, but it's the max just in case.
So yeah, since we haven't drilled this field yet, I can't get a good read on the machines.
I know that might be something we need to rent or something just to do.
Yeah, we could buy the drill. The drill's not that expensive.
Okay.
So we can do our core samples or whatever.
Yeah, because it'd be nice to know.
Yeah, so we can start tracking the actual. Because that's the one thing we may need to look into too, is with the soil type, what would be best to grow in it.
Oh yeah.
Let's see. Help. Soil types, soil sampling, pH, variable seed rates. Oh, I guess precision farming does tram lines in it now. Like you can do tram lines with the machines that are eligible.
Really?
So like when
What
you
does that
plant,
do?
what it does, it creates the track lines. So when you run your sprayer, you know where to run the sprayer at. It shows you, it leaves the
Oh.
tire tracks behind so you can run your sprayer accurately over the ground.
Interesting. So what machines are
It would be the seeder.
available
The
to-
seeder is how you do it.
Oh, okay.
So what it is in real life is usually the seeders, they'll have a setting on them where it'll shut off like certain, like every so many rows in the computer, it'll tell it to shut off like the edges or whatever of the
I
machine.
see. Yeah.
I'll look at it in the help thing once I get ready to that point. I mean, plowing right now is just plowing, so it doesn't really matter here. We're just prepping. I want to see our yield potential of this field hopefully go up. Yeah, Ford's already dirty. It's looking like every Ford tractor I know. Filthy and rusty.
Yep. I used to run this Ford tractor that we had to jump the starter with a crescent wrench.
Yeah,
'Cause
that
it
sounds
just didn't
about right.
work.
That's what our
But, I
Ford
mean, the
was.
tractor
We
ran
had to
great.
use I always used a screwdriver. Just
Yeah.
jump the starter. Because the key switch that was on it kept snapping the keys because it was so worn out. So I just leave it on and disconnect the battery. Then just connect the battery and jump it off the screwdriver.
Yeah. Yeah, this place I used to work at had like we would have like he had like 2 military style Willys Jeeps.
Right.
And, you know, just easy, you know, super small, nice turn radius, to get anywhere on the ranch with it. But it didn't have brakes.
Yep.
So you just roll up, and like I remember just rolling up, I'd cruise in, then hop out of it and just let it roll to a stop.
Sounds about right.
All the machines are beat up. It's great.
Let's see. Yeah, we have no data on the soil at all.
I remember looking on the map, and I think it said it was
Well, it's a mix. It's got a mix of like sandy
yeah.
loam and something, but
yeah, sandy loam and mix or something else. I plan on never washing this tractor.
yeah, we can't wash them.
It's
We
nice
get
that
done
we got
using them, we'll
new
just shove them out in the
because-
back and under the tree. Just let them
Yeah.
rust. We're not selling them. They're just going to go in the backyard.
Yeah. No, I was gonna say it's nice to. Man, I think I'm spinning my wheels going up this a little bit. No,
Oh, yeah. It gets pretty
No.
steep at the one point, but it's not horrible.
it's nice. I was gonna say it's nice we bought them new because we can see just how many hours we put on it.
Yep.
It's not already.
Yeah, I don't want to sell
Good thing
machines
all
that
the savers
progress on here.
working. Yeah.
Set the cruise control. So I can
This
check.
thing is just too fast, and the field is just small enough
Yeah.
to not use cruise control. Like, by the time I get it going, I'm already like halfway through, and then I'm gonna like have to turn.
Getting up the hill. God, this thing as I'm riding it, you can just hear squeak, 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 squeak.
Yeah.
Where'd my music go? That track I'm listening to. For some reason, my music stopped. That's not right. Oh, the repeat function is off. Playlist. Cut another head row. I don't care anymore because it's driving me nuts not having room to turn around.
Too small. I know I should have done 4 head rows.
Oh, caught a spot where I'm digging in. And downshift. There's a mod I saw too that's called like something advanced plowing or something we can get to where it, like, I guess the visuals on the plow is more realistic.
Oh, interesting.
So you can see like when you lower it, like how it sinks into the ground and stuff like that could be different, assuming the plow supports it.
Right.
Oh,
Forgot about changing the direction of the field. I think
I thought I had enough room to spin it. I'm also running that, I got on the list, the real dirt mod. So the dirt should look a bit better.
Oh, did you put that in?
Mm-hmm.
Nice. Like dirt on tractors or dirt?
It's just the dirt like on the wheels and everything. It has a lot of different textures instead of just one dirt layer.
Gotcha.
So the dirt type, like the dirt that you pick up on your tractor, depends on like where you're driving it or whatever.
Nice. I saw one for like realistic mud too. Like
yeah, I think this is a part of
mud.
that. Maybe I forget what exactly it's called. But I noticed when I'm driving over the plowed ground right now, I'm starting to get like traction loss.
Oh.
Not gonna say it on stream, but I remember the thing we were talking about earlier that I was like surprised that had happened to that one person. I was like, about time.
Oh, yeah.
I sent it to Jazzy.
Yeah.
Jazzy goes, about time. I can't stand him.
Oh,
I was like, yeah. I was like, it has nothing to do with the current situation at all. It's just I don't like that person.
Yeah.
And
it's not the first time that person's done something like that either.
No. It's definitely not, and it's not even like has nothing to do with like political climate or anything. He's just a bad person in general.
Yeah.
Like I said, with the history that I know of that guy that the world seems to want to erase, is like, bro, you're the worst person in the world to make any type of soapbox stand. It would be like someone like Howard Stern being like, I'm trying to think, like a nun activist or something like that. It's like, dude, you're the worst person to claim to be a nun.
Yeah.
Because that's the thing is, he reminds me of someone like Howard Stern. And it's just, it's not even a political thing. It's just you're not a good person. There's not a lot of good people. Oh, man. Getting back into farming soon. Now we just need... You know what's funny, though? You know how we've always made that comment about the game that needs to exist where, like, you get done farming and, like, you can have trucking send people, like, truck the loads and stuff. Like, we're not the only people that feel that way. I found out on the internet.
Great.
Is people were talking about another game recently, and they're like, man, I wish that they would add where, like, you could, like, it was some shipping game or something, maybe the new boat game that's coming out. I'm not sure. They're like, it'd be so cool if you could have like trucks like bring the stuff to the docks and then take stuff away. And I mean, I don't know why we don't have a. I had a concept for it.
Massive multiplayer game.
Yeah, I had a concept for it ages ago. It's just the logistics. You would need a company like Take-Two with Rockstar level of ability to pull it off because of the labor to put something like that together and the framework you would have to build.
Oh yeah, I mean, because it would be super cool if it was a game like Trucking Sim where you had the whole country to drive, but like we could be like, I want to be a farmer, and you're talking about making it a massive multiplayer thing, so you have just massive servers with people, and like we could set up a farm in Kentucky, and then like we could put in logistic orders for people to come pick up, and it's like we need to ship our grain.
I mean, trucker MPs prove that it can be done with massive scales of people, something that's intense like that. It's just, I mean, you talk like in the farming, you're talking about processing, but again, like when they used to talk about the limitations of this is like early 2000s. The processing power now of computers is night and day compared to what it is. Games like Farming Sim don't use half of the processing power of a computer for the most part.
Yeah, and where it would be crazy is like the logistics of like all of the assets and stuff that you would need. Like you would need the depth of the farming to be like Farming Sim, and then the depth of the trucking to be like Trucking Sim, and then.
Because I mean, the good thing is like when you compare like Farming Sim to trucking, it's like, well, Farming Sim could add trucking to it a lot easier than Trucking Sim could add farming to it, because the farming is much more of an intense mechanic than just driving. And I mean, your trucking side is a lot of UI stuff. I mean, unless you're saying loading trucks and stuff like that, but that's easily solved. I mean, games like...
I mean, they do that in this game.
Yeah, I mean, Dealer Sim and stuff have solved that problem. It's the second the vehicle's in movement, any objects attached to it are locked in place and become static.
Right. And this would be like hauling grain, or like if you bought a piece of equipment, you get it brought in by a truck or whatever.
Yeah, because I mean, with trucking, like if you're using vans, easy performance saver is when the doors close, it despawns what's inside and just saves the data.
Yeah.
That there's 20 pallets of whatever in there, or a trailer load of corn and stuff like that. And I mean, your biggest thing, because like with the way I originally planned it in my head, like if someone were to do it, is all you do is sell the game as a base and release modules for it.
Yeah.
And so you're like, you release the game with farming and trucking, and then you release a module later on with like ships or boats or whatever. And then you can do a module with planes or whatever, which is a whole nother monster. Because the problem is, it'd be cool to have like plane cargo and stuff, but the issue you run into with that is plane models are so hard to on the CPUs, like to do flight physics and everything.
Yeah.
Like that's why Flight Sim is like so intensive a game.
Yeah.
Which is shocking they put it on Xbox, because it means they had to sacrifice something.
The thing is, it's like it could be done because you just take the scale of a map like Trucking Sim, or like American Truck Simulator has, and then you don't do the whole thing, but like you can do areas of interests that like people can make their farms at. And like if you want to do a farm in Nebraska, you can do a farm in Nebraska. If you want to do one in Iowa, you can do one in Iowa. And then within those towns, you can have several farms that people can purchase and do stuff, and then you just add the trucking logistics on top of it. Yeah,
and all it is it would be a chunk loader. So if no one's on the server in that chunk, all it's doing is tracking the data on it. The changing data for crops, for example, would be like, you know, growing and decay and all that, but you wouldn't have to load the chunk in if no one's in it.
Right.
That's how Trucker MP works, is it uses chunk loading, very similar to something like Minecraft, where if you're not in the chunk, it doesn't load.
Yeah.
And I mean, the hardest thing on that game would be the servers would have to be pretty tanky.
Yeah, servers would have to be big, but it can be done.
Yeah. And it's not even a storage thing as much as just a literal processing, the amount of task it has to run at the same time. But with multi-threading now, I mean, throw an epic roam in it, and that epic roam, that one epic roam does, or whichever CPU, mega CPU it does, is all it does is just process the one server, and it'd have to be literally an entire box just for one map.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
and then charge, you know, service, you know, $5 a month or $10 a month for the game, and then you don't have to do the module thing. I'd pay
Yep.
$10 a month if I had a game like that or whatever, 5 or 10
Oh, yeah.
bucks. Because I'd be like, I don't feel like farming today. I'm gonna go drive truck. Or
Yeah, exactly.
and then you could offer private servers, let people post deadies and stuff like that. But you need a studio like Rockstar's level of, I say competence lightly, but their technical know-how.
Yeah.
Because Rockstar, someone like Rockstar or Take-Two or someone like that, they have the technical knowledge to pull something off, but financially they don't see it viable, so they're never going to attempt something like that. It's too small of a market to them.
Right.
I mean, look at how long they've milked GTA 5. I mean,
Oh, yeah.
and the crazy thing is, you look at GTA 5 and like 5M community, there's only like 100 to 120,000 players of 5M, so it's really not that much when you actually look at it.
Yeah. Jeez. My tractor is filthy now. It's great.
Yeah, mine's getting there. You've been mulching though, so.
Next.
Well, after plowing, we need
lime.
yeah, we could probably go ahead and try liming it and see how much lime we go through. I'm almost done with this field, so technically you could start at the far end. But like, I've heard decent things like about like I mean, it's a hit or miss thing, but like what do you call it? What's that game that came out? Roadcraft.
Oh, yeah.
They said it's not as bad as it looked originally, but I heard something like they're working on another. Oh, yeah. Did you see that? That is what I was thinking of. There's a new trucking game coming out from the guys that made SnowRunner and all that.
I did see that.
And it's like the southeast U.S. Like it's like Florida and Georgia and stuff. It's not nationwide, but like they're saying it's supposed to have like crazy physics and everything. Like you can get caught up in storms and hurricanes and stuff.
Does this fertilizer spreader not take lime?
Oh, it might be that one that doesn't. There is one that won't do both.
Oh, yeah, it does. Dang it. The first one that does is $45,000.
Yeah, that's...
I take that back. There's one for 12. Oh, no. There's one for... I didn't see that. There's one for... Okay. So I'll go take it back down and then get the... There's one for 4,000 that we can do.
I'm going to look at something while we're at it. What's our time set to, by the way?
It's like 1. I can
set
speed it up if we want.
We could do it like 5. Just so we can progress the shop a little bit.
It's in real time.
I mean, that's fine when we're not on. But I think it's pauses when we're not on.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll go take this back down and buy the one for $4,000 or whatever.
What I was looking for is
actually
machines. I think it's miscellaneous. Might have something for you to pick up. Not sure yet.
Is there anything in the big truck?
Ain't cheap. How much to lease it? Yeah. We could lease it.
What is it?
The drill.
Oh.
It's $867 to lease it versus $17,000 to buy it. And we only really need it once.
Well, yeah, for these, but for more fuels. I'm gonna take that down, go pick whatever you got up, and then pick up another bag of lime and seed.
Cool. Yeah, it should be. I
don't think we'll need to fertilize right away.
No, we won't have to fertilize.
We'll get that for next month.
Roughneck Modding released a. They're releasing a tilt bed. Should get that tilt bed and put it in here. Then you could throw it on the back of the truck and just put the implements on the tilt bed and bring them out here.
Yeah.
Alright, starting the plow on the next field. Get that plowing done, so that'll be good for, I think, what, 3 harvests? But I usually plow every year anyway to keep the weeds down.
Yeah.
And you don't have to use a weeder. It's funny, that plow is so much dirtier than the tractor right now. I mean, it makes sense. Using the disc. Let's look at the... But that way we can shoot a sample on the fields and go and get a soil composition. That'll
even have... Oh, no. I answered my own question. Never mind.
Well, that'll also make it much more efficient when we do fertilizing and stuff once we have the field data.
Yeah.
Because we can get one of the computers and start doing the smart seeding and stuff. Even if we have to lease the little Ascari front mount or whatever for the planting.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if either one of us have a front mount for our tractor, so I know you have weights.
I got weights. There's no option for a front mount on mine.
I might have one. I know I have a mount option for a front loader, but...
Oh, yeah, then you might.
How's it going, chat? Hopefully y'all enjoyed it, those that are watching. Yeah, I think I think that might be fun, though, is do 12 as a crop, and then once we get another crop out of this one, we might convert it over, plant grass, and then put the orchard on it.
Yeah.
I think that would be cool. Even if we don't use the whole thing, like do like half as an orchard. Problem is the equipment. I'd have to look at the mods and see if there's some more cost-friendly equipment.
This thing only holds 700 liters. What?
Yeah.
You can go up to 1,400 liters, or there's one for 12,000. It's a tow behind. Nah, that we don't even have enough money. We have to go for this one. Do I add the extra tank on it and go to?
I would, especially if you're looking at doing lime. Lime's super.
Yeah.
But we need to try and do that the drill first because
yeah.
I don't know if that'll affect liming, but I know it affects fertilizing.
So I'll buy a big bag of fertilizer, I guess. That's expensive.
Oh, fertilizer's stupid expensive.
And then I'll buy another bag of lime. Let's see what that does. Oh my gosh, how am I gonna...
Might be time to do a harvesting contract. Let me see what we got nearby. I could go do some deadwood for $900. We just need a chainsaw.
Yeah.
There's a fertilizing contract right down the road from the house for 1,000. Oh, I could do 11. Oh no, 11 is peas. Can't do that. Do I have anything on this side of the map? There we go. I could do 23.
Oh no, why? Just pick the bag up to put it in it, and I put it over the freaking thing, and I can empty it when we get back, I guess. That was super annoying because it just started emptying the fertilizer into the hopper.
Oh, no.
And I didn't want fertilizer in there.
I could do 3. How many acres? That would take a while, though. That's a lot to harvest. The one I got, though, is not that bad. And it's right across the street from us, so it's not like I gotta go super far to harvest.
Ketchup factory. Do tomatoes. The hell? This chill hop music playlist has a song called SpaceX and Elon. Like what?
What I'm gonna do is I'll finish this row I'm plowing. I'll leave the plow right over here, and then I'll take the harvester across the street. And the field's gonna pay, I think, a few $1,000s, so that should get us out of the 2K range, so we can afford any lime we need or whatever. Go to my old combine. I only got to go across the street, so I'm not even going to grab the trailer. Honestly, we kind of didn't need the trailer because I thought the harvester was going to sit wider than it does. And this machine, I didn't realize this machine was so dang wide.
And these roads are really big here in this map too.
Yeah.
Hello. Don't pay attention to anything.
Oh, I just ran into a fence. It's a decent size field I'm about to have to cut, but it won't be the worst. Get some hours on this machine. Oh.
Yeah, when we eventually get the money, it's going to be nice to invest into a lime or fertilizer buy point. Save us from having to buy the dang bags.
Yep. The reason I was glad we got the truck for the tipper too is that thing goes a lot quicker than a tractor pulling a little trailer.
Yep.
Oh my gosh, this field's got a pretty good yield on it. How many acres is this field even? So the field just south of our farm, 11, I was gonna do. It has a harvesting contract, but it's peas, so you have to have that special harvester. Can't do that.
Should I drill first?
Yeah, I would drill first. Just you'll see when you deploy the machine, like it'll give you the orb of influence. You just got to try and get like the biggest area of the field you can with that drill hit. You might have to do a couple drills, but try and do it where you can cover as much as you can with one. So you can get a good read on the field. I mean, if you can't get it perfect 100%, that's fine. I don't know how much the drill samples are going to cost to send them in, but
yeah, I don't know. Should I just? It's not that big of a radius.
yeah, just do whatever gets you the best coverage, and then drill what you need, because you only need to do it once. So
should I just drill the center of the field?
I mean, that would help some. I usually do like opposing corners. Like, don't take it all the way to the corner. Just make sure the orb covers the corners.
Yeah.
That way you get a good coverage sample. My gosh, I'm already 50% full on my hopper.
Okay, there's one. So I did one sample in that. You want me to just do 2 per field, I guess?
Yeah, we can look at that and then see what we got once we send in the samples. This feels going to take me a little while, but I think it pays, I like to say, $5,000, almost $6,000.
Yeah, it's not bad.
No. Like I said, we're not renting any machines to do it, so I think that's a fair trade-off for doing the contracts. I probably could get better contracts mod put in, And
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
that's a
mod.
good contract or a good mod to use for quality. Turn the machine and continue the head row. This is a nice field though. We'll be able to get some, if we start working the north side of the map, these fields across the top. Get some big tractors on this sucker. We got that prairie pack now. We can get some of them big old 4 tractors and the Mercedes and stuff like that. The big old prairie tractors. Big seed drills, massive seed drills. I kind of want to do corn. Like, I feel like corn would be the fun one to do.
Yeah.
Doing corn.
I don't know how big of an area I should do here on the 12. But I'm just gonna do opposite ends, I guess. Send in 4 samples and see what it says, I guess.
Why don't you send in them samples if you beat me before my tank's full? If you don't mind bringing a truck over to this field.
Yeah, let me send them in.
Literally across the street.
You'll see the results on the soil type map soon. It didn't cost anything.
It'll take a little bit. There it goes, 600. Oh, that's not bad at all.
Oh shoot, should I do more then?
Yeah, we can. I didn't know how much
Hey,
they would
there's
cost.
deer.
Yeah.
Where's the soil sample map? There we go. Okay. So,
Because your goal kind of is to cover the entire field. That way the smart machines work when we have them, obviously. But
silty clay and sandy loam.
clay's not the best, but we can work with it.
Yeah. I'll take a couple others, I guess. I don't know. Do like one in between these. Watch out, deer.
Come on, truck. Let's go get some grain.
This corner. This should give us a good idea of this bigger field too. Let's take a look at the map. The other field, I got most of it, so I'm not worried. I'm just gonna send 2 more out.
Past my turn off.
It's all sandy loam. Okay. So does that help with our fertilization, or we need that extra piece?
We'll need the extra piece probably. Let me see how much it is. We could probably lease one.
I don't know if it's really worth it.
Well, the problem
I mean,
is we have those. I don't think we have front mount anything. So.
Oh yeah, so we can't do it anyway.
I'll look at it once I get done with this contract. See if we can find a good solution. I mean, it's still good to know the soil layout for the fields. So. Only thing that makes this map kind of tricky is all the like selling points are in that one portion of the map.
Yeah.
So like everything you have to go into town for, except for the train.
Yep. Or biogas.
Yeah, or biogas. That's what it is. Not the train. Trains in town probably. Technically, though, we could kind of be cheaty with the train. Though we could go rent the train in town and bring it to that railroad crossing and dump our stuff in there with an auger.
Yep.
And then just load up the train car with a massive stockpile of grain. Because that's what I might do with corn. I might get into some mega corn growing in some of these fields up here, because some of them are pretty big. And corn's a high yield and I don't want to do chaff this time. I'm not doing doing silage, so
yeah. I don't blame you.
Man, just let me run. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. I gotta check my sugar today. I hadn't done it. Man, I know I've said it enough today, but like not having AC for as long as I did, and now having it back, like it's so comfortable in here again. My room is so comfortable. And like I said, come to find out, like I think I told you, like back during the heat wave, it wasn't cooling very well, but I didn't know the coils had completely caked up with grass again. And obviously that kills the efficiency of how well it cools. Right. And that's probably what helped cook the capacitor, was that heat wave. Those 105-degree days, it probably was like, nope. And like right now I'm running it, and I really need to do the inside unit, but that thing is so hard. So 71 in the living room, which is reasonable considering my computer's running. 70 in here, and then 74 in the kids' room, and they don't have vents in their room. They just have a return air that pulls the heat out. We disconnected those vents because that's where the ducts are ripped under the house. We blocked them off. We're going to replace them, just... And the problem is the crawl space, like with our youngest, or, well, the youngest capable person in the house, which is the 12-year-old, she can, and she's a beanpole, she can barely fit under there where those ducts are ran. Like, it's maybe 6 to 10 inches of clearance in some of the spots. And so, to run the ductwork, we're going to have to utilize her. I'm trying to get my brother when he has time. My brother's a beanpole. If I can get him to come up and help in the spring, I'll have him just help run those ducts under there. I know he can fit in those small spaces. He's one of those people that have been blessed in life with the fact he can eat like 20 pizzas in a row and he won't gain a pound.
Yeah.
His metabolism's so high, and he's literally like skin and bones skinny. Because when I did some electrical work on my grandparents' house, it floods a lot there in Mississippi, so the part of the house that's on a slab used to be a carport a really long time ago, and it floods. When it floods there first, because the rest of the house is off the ground like most houses are at that time that were built. They're on the blocks. So what we did was we built a floor on top of the slab like 3 feet up, and it's level with the rest of the house, but it's like a crawl space, it's a sealed crawl space because it's a slab on the bottom and then a floor above it. Yeah. And well, when we had an electrical problem in the house, we had to basically rerun a wire down there, and no one could fit in that crawl space but him, because it's literally like less than 2 feet of clearance. And he was able to do it. He was basically like on his stomach the whole time, like no room to lift your head up or nothing really, but he was the only one that could do it. That's why I was like, I need you. I was like, I'll pay you to come up here a few $100s to go under there for me and just run those ducts. And I'm going to run rigid ducts this time. I'm going to do wrapped rigid ducts. That way it'll be easier to fish it across, because you won't have to deal with flex duct sinking and trying to strap it and everything. And then, when it gets to where you can move again, then we'll connect it to flex ducts the rest of the way, which is much more affordable. But that way, those ducts will never go bad on that side of the house again, because they'll be rigids. It'll be decades. The AC will die before the ducts will. They're done right. And we don't flood here. Where my house is, there's no flooding. Yeah. My house will never flood. The only flooding we've ever had is when that pipe burst in the yard. And that was mostly flooding outside. But the thing is, my house is on a hill, so whenever it rains really hard, it goes around the property, not through the property.
That's good.
It goes to the edge and runs down the streets. And so I'm talking, you would have to have like tsunami level flooding to get to the house. That just doesn't, there's no flooding.
Right.
I'm more at risk for a tornado than I am at flooding.
Yeah. Yeah. Good luck getting a tsunami up in Kentucky.
Yeah. Because that's what we were talking about with the AC guy. I was talking about how I moved away from the south because of the hurricanes. He's like, yeah, but you just got to deal with tornadoes now. I was like, we had tornadoes down there, just they weren't as big as the ones up here.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna go ahead and stop it there before I destroy the ground. Let's grab the grain truck. So this dump truck we got holds a lot of grain.
Really?
5 tons or 5,000 liters is 20%.
Jeez.
So it actually holds a good bit. It was a great early investment for capacity reasons. And like I like
this tractor slow down so much. Is it having an issue?
I don't know. That was kind of what I was noticing before.
Yeah, it seems like it's like bogs down really bad.
Alright. And we're back on the grain. I'm maybe around a quarter done.
Nice.
It's saying I'm 32% done cutting, so might be a little bit more, maybe a third. Now, do we want to save the extra wheat, or do we want to sell it? Because, you know, usually there's a little bit it lets you have at the end. Because, I mean, I could easily do the controlled dump where you watch it, and as soon as it hits 100%, you stop the dump, and then we save the wheat.
Yeah, I mean, we have the grain silo, so we might as well save it.
I mean, the truck's going to come back to the farm regardless, so.
Yeah.
She's getting there. Like I said, the reason I'm doing this, $6 grand's a good cost. It's like harvesting a field worth of grain right now and selling it.
Yeah.
So we need the money.
That we do.
Hey, I got a sub. Don't know who subbed, but thank you for the sub. For some reason, they must have done it. They must not have published subscriptions. I don't have my sub counter on my stream deck now, because of how many subs I have. It doesn't show like individual anymore. It does it by tens now. Yeah. So it's like 1.71K. But what I may do tomorrow, chat, is I'm thinking about covering. Well, I am going to cover it, but I'm thinking about maybe streaming some the water park simulator tomorrow, a little while. Maybe I'll record it. Maybe I'll stream it. I feel like streaming would probably be pretty easy to do. I mean, it looks fun. It's kind of wacky. Which I kind of
I've seen a couple videos on it. It's interesting.
I was watching Sips today. I haven't watched Sips in a while, but he was doing a stream of it, and I was like, I'll check it out. And then it was funny, as I was watching him play it, I got the email from the devs sending me a key, a press key. I was like, wow. I was like, that's a coinky. I was like, I guess I am gonna play it. I was like, it looks kind of interesting. I like the customization in it. It looks really cool. Like, you can really like fine tune the look of your park and everything, which is cool. Problem is though, like, I want to see, like, I kind of want to do some more kebab because I like kebab. Kebab's fun. I want to see more multiplayer sims that are done well. Ugh. Like, I'd love to start doing some ATS again, but oh man, that means I gotta pull my wheel out.
Yeah. I know, I'd like to get back into racing, but it's like NASCAR's so close that I almost just
Oh yeah, that's what I was
see
saying.
what that game's gonna be like, because I don't have to pay a monthly subscription.
That's my
for that
thing.
one.
Is even if it's like,
iRacing is so fun, but shit.
I mean, if NASCAR comes out, I mean, because we have the wariness because it's a console first game, but
Yeah.
the thing is, if they can do it almost right, even if it's not perfect one for one with iRacing, if it's like 90% close to iRacing, I mean, I still might do it. Like, if it feels good when I drive and it's got force feedback and feels good with the wheel, I'm good.
Yeah, if the handling feels good, because that's what's going to be hard. Is I've played iRacing for a while, and it's like hard to think about swapping to a game that's going to be as good or better.
Yeah, because iRacing, it's nice. Like, there's no deny that it's a nice circle or oval game.
Yeah.
For handling oval, how oval feels, it feels great.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's the same company, but the thing is, are they purposely going to water it down for the sake of protecting iRacing?
I know.
Because I'm sure probably a good portion of iRacing is oval racers. So
the thing that I'm worried about too is like they like NASCAR guys have looked at it and raced it, and a lot of them do iRacing for the sim aspect of it, because there's not a better one out there, at least that we know of, that the general public has access to. But they say it feels good, and you could see where they got like it feels like iRacing or whatever they said. So that gives me hope, because it's like, okay, well, if it's that good and they're saying it, you know.
This is my thought behind it, and this is the me being optimistic about it, is they're hoping by doing NASCAR 25, they're going to take the casual racers out of iRacing and put them in the NASCAR. The ones that are causing that frustration from the people that aren't really caring about their rating and stuff like that. No, I wrecked someone, ha ha ha, whatever. I mean, there's people that purposely go out of their way to wreck people on iRacing. And maybe they'll go to, go play public lobbies on NASCAR 25 and they can act stupid there. And then, as long as they give us a private option on 25, the ones of us that aren't playing enough to rank ourselves on iRacing and leaderboards and are shooting for leagues and series championships on iRacing level, that don't have the time, we can do that in NASCAR, even if we have to manage it ourselves. We can be like, hey, do y'all want to race this Friday? Yeah, let's run our schedule this Friday, and we set up and run a race on Friday with a private group of drivers. And that's the thing, there's no real reason that I could see. And I don't necessarily think iRacing's that type of company to be, the greedy thieves.
Cash grabby.
Considering people who are in leadership roles in that company, they don't really have the reputation. Yeah, I mean, he's, he endorses it openly, and I don't think he's in it just for the money. I mean, the money's an advantage of it, but the thing is he's been championing this NASCAR 25 hard. And he's like, it's what we wanted. And they keep bringing up Dirt to Daytona, which was a great single player racing game, which is kind of the thing is like, are they going to completely ignore the multiplayer aspect for the sake of this career mode? But the thing is, I like it too. It's like, if we do a weekly race in a series that we do, even if we manage it on Discord in a private lobby, is if we're done with the race for night, I can go play career still if I want to keep driving and play through my hard career, which is fun. I just wish there was a co-op option, but maybe in the future they give us one. I mean, team racing, build a team together. I mean, that's some big potential there.
Yeah, and see, I like the aspect of iRacing, because I raced NASCAR, got to the A license, and up there with drivers that, and even still, there's people in that A category that probably shouldn't be there. They've done the whole start in the back of the back, keep their safety rating high, and then they get up there and they don't actually know how to race the car properly.
They don't know how to pack race or anything.
Yeah, because they've just sat in the back their whole time trying to get A so they can drive the next gens. So, but again, I was in a league for a little bit and tried it, and that's what's fun, because it actually feels like you're competing. And you race, somewhat full-length races if you want to. They shorten them up and stuff, but I like that aspect of it, because it feels like you're actually competing in a NASCAR race. You're not just racing a 20-lap race all the time in the lower races. It feels good. I like the cautions. I like the drawn-out races, the strategy and stuff. I just hope that they can encapsulate that in to their multiplayer.
Just give me good
mods.
tracks, good cars, and good driving, and you can give me a minimal multiplayer as long as there's a private function so I can control who I play with. Then, because that's the big, draw against iRacing that I can say that NASCAR could take advantage of is if you and me go on, even if we're running the same league and stuff, the chance of us getting together in the same instance is really difficult.
Oh yeah, that's what does suck because and then if you wanted to do a race where it's just us,
yeah, you have to pay for
you have to rent a lobby,
Yeah,
I don't want to have to do that.
No, and I mean if we were doing it serious like a paid freaking fantasy league type deal, then yeah, it would make sense to rent lobbies. But if we're just picking it up once a week or once every couple weeks to run a race, then it's different. Like, just give me something I can casually play that feels good, and I'll support it. I'll buy your DLCs and stuff as they come to support the game. I have no problem with that, and I'll feel better too because I know I'm buying stuff for the circle track part, which is the part I want to play.
Or one up, even better.
Yeah.
Put in a multiplayer, put in lobbies, but allow modding support.
Yep.
Boom, done. Allow us to be able to
something's up for sale.
Mod the vehicles, not necessarily.
There's one of the mods I put in, by the way.
What was it?
The on special offer up there on the top right. Told you there's a new item in the sales shop.
I didn't even see it.
Yeah, it said on deal. It's the plow. There's Fernland PW 100 by 12 row. Not something we need, but now whenever the shop adds something new, we can actually get alerted, which is lovely. But yeah, like, I mean, heck, if they want to steal a model from a company that a lot of people don't like, Bethesda's model with Fallout 76, the whole, you can pay for Fallout Plus basically in the game, which is like a paid subscription, like something like WoW or something, but they allow you to have private lobbies where you can run your own world and just have your friends in there and you don't have to deal with PvP. And yeah, do that, because I'll pay $5-10 a month for NASCAR Plus if it gives me league settings and a private lobby setup that I can control for me and my friends. Absolutely, I would pay for that.
Because they want to talk and do all this team stuff, right?
Yeah.
Like, I would love it if we could have like online leagues, but like you could within those leagues, or even just online. Like if you and I wanted to team up and be, whatever motorsports, Dale Junior Motorsports, whatever. But we can race as that league and online together and like boost our league. Like even if it's meaningless, it would be cool to have those abilities.
Yeah, because that's what I want, because you could do that in Formula 1 with the co-op career, and then I think they have team racing online, but it's not really... I know Formula 1 doesn't do, like, leagues. At least they didn't when I looked, but you could still do the co-op career. Like, I feel like that's the biggest drop they missed on 25, was having a co-op career. Because people, especially the console market, so many people want to play, especially the dad that's going to want to play with his fucking kid. Then, I mean, give them an option where they can race together in a career mode, and then the dad can, manage the team, and the younger kid can just drive with them. And I mean, it's a market you're missing, because that would have been 2 copies of the game you just sold.
Yeah, I mean, I think I'll like that more, is like the being able to join up with your friends. That's one thing that lacks in iRacing, but I understand why. It's the licensing makes sense.
Oh yeah, because then you could farm. You could set up groups of people and have them control the outcomes, essentially, for leaderboard control.
Yeah, but the one thing in iRacing which I wish they would do is, like, if my friend and I have the same license class, same car, same track and everything, right? Why can't we choose to be in the same race? Yeah, like give them like matchmaking settings where it can be like, I would like to try and run with so and so or whatever. You can just toggle a switch and it tries to match you. Yeah, I understand, because then you have an advantage. Yep. But I mean, that's kind of what racing is in a way when you have team racing. So it's I don't know. So I feel like that's where NASCAR could shine, is just giving us control over that aspect that we can't control in iRacing. So I feel like there's a time and a place for iRacing. It's just it's not always, not when you're not doing it constantly. Yeah, I mean, it is the best racing simulator out there right now.
Yeah.
As far as like you can do any type of racing. It shines in NASCAR, but that's been proven. The other sports it's been really good at too.
That's weird.
It's
like,
just there's not another one out there.
my
like,
bin's still full. I thought I emptied it out in the truck, but it's showing 72%. The truck doesn't look full. At least it didn't say it was full. What world? Is the truck actually full? Is that an issue with the mod? That actually might be an issue with the mod.
oh, well,
Oh,
there's
it's weight.
setting.
No, it's the weight.
Oh, because there's that setting too that allows, I think I have it turned off, the trailer fill limit.
Yeah, but you can leave it as it is. The weight's fine.
Yes, trailers can only be filled until the max allowed weight is reached.
It's fine. The truck's very heavy right now. I mean, I'm looking at the front right now trying to pull the wheelie.
Yeah.
Means I gotta go right in dumper. Where am I going? Okay, south. We need to buy the area over by field 17 and 16
Yeah.
and put Carver Road there along 27 to get to town.
Yeah.
Carver own road. Need
Yeah,
some
but back
paving
to the
machines.
NASCAR thing though, I'm super happy that it's only going to be basically like a month
Yeah.
between, so that way we can see the gameplay. 'Cause
Yep.
people are going to make videos on the Xbox, and then we're going to figure out like, is it good? Does it look good? What
Yep.
are we actually working with here?
Yep. Let's see.
And yeah, they're going to have wheel support for PC, which
Yeah, wheel
I
support.
really freaking hope.
If
so.
they don't right away, that's going to be a huge. They're going to lose. Oh my
Yeah,
gosh!
because everybody
The
on
brakes
PC
don't
is gonna
work.
be playing with a wheel.
The
Oh,
brakes
no.
don't work. Oh, when you're weighted down, the brakes do not work on this U-Haul truck. Yeah, I'm glad you didn't have the fill limit off. I wouldn't have been able to stop at all. I don't think.
Yeah, if they don't add controller, if they don't add wheel support on PC, like that's gonna be crazy because how many people have
Yeah.
wheels on PC? Like pretty much everybody at this point. If you're
Man.
racing or coming from iRacing.
Giants needs to go and make farming sim like this, but add a mechanic sim aspect to it. Like when you have a workshop, you can pull inside the boundaries of it and allow you to take apart the truck inside the workshop, so you can like change the brakes out, put better brakes.
That'd be cool.
Like that's what I want in a game. And I mean, I understand some of the reasons some of the game companies, but like I want a game to feel like it's a true like hard start. Like give me the option where like you have to go to the flea market and get like a tractor missing 3 of its wheels and go to the junkyard and pull tires to patch it together.
The funny thing is, it's like every aspect of the game you're talking about, we talk about all the time,
Yeah.
is out there in some version of a game.
Yeah, it's just not put together.
It's not put together, and it's like, at what point is somebody going to look at this and go, we need to put
Yeah.
all of this together in a game?
Yeah.
Like the logistics of trucking, the farming, the mechanics
Yeah.
aspect of it, multiplayer
I
aspect.
want American
like,
Truck Sim where I can do an engine swap. Like
yeah,
I wanna be able to buy
pull
a
my truck
glider.
in and like, I want to be able to pull my truck in, play American Simulator, pull my truck into a shop, and then be in Mechanic Simulator where you're like physically going through the
Yeah.
freaking parts, and then being able to go to a farm and pick up a truckload of grain and then bring it to a train station and then have a train driver driving it across the,
Yep.
like,
Yeah, train would be another one that would
Crazy.
work in that global train or
Yeah.
simulator.
yeah. I don't want to necessarily have to like eat and all that
No,
stuff.
no,
you know
no.
what
I don't
mean?
want a
But, like,
full like life sim.
yeah.
I just want a full economy logistics sim. Like, give me the warehousing aspect
Yeah.
where you can use warehouses and you have
Yeah.
to store stuff in places because if it's out of season, the market prices are going to naturally be low at these manufacturers. And the trucking aspect, you can look and the farming too. But like as a farmer, you could look and be like, hey, there's a corn shortage in Kansas, and I'm in Nebraska.
Yeah.
And then you can find a trucker that's looking that put on the job board, I need 20 tons of corn moved from Nebraska to Kansas or Kansas to Nebraska, then the trucker can look at the truck board and see, oh, this player needs this. I'm in the area, and accept the load and come pick it up and take it down there.
The scale of the map is ATS.
Yep.
Like, it takes you a while to get across.
Yeah, fifth scale.
It takes you a few hours. Yeah.
So I think that's what they put it to, because when the game first came out, ATS first came out in 2016, it was a lot smaller scale than it is now, and they increased the scale to like 5th scale, I believe is the number I seem to remember.
Yeah, because I mean, if you look at that scale, it takes you a while to drive. There's plenty of spots to put farmland. Like, the size of this map could fit in there easily. And you could have 20 of these maps in there easily. And it would just be cool to think that, like, okay, we got a trucker coming down in 3 hours. He'll be here in 3 hours coming from, like, Oregon or something, you know?
And then, like, you don't make it where it's, like, a complete player-based economy, like the whole... I mean, you could do the whole supply and demand. Like, if you have farmers selling a lot of corn in Nebraska, the price of corn in Nebraska is going to be a lot lower than it would be in, like, California or wherever. And, you know, create the supply and demand, so the more that gets sold in that area, the lower the prices go, and demands can spike in certain areas. You can have shortage events, or demands based off of seasons, because seasons would be another aspect that would be amazing. Yeah, exactly. And then you set the time on the servers to like 5th scale, so, you know, a 24-hour day would be roughly 5 hours in game would be a day. Yeah,
and then you like... Yeah, exactly. Like, you open up if you're a farmer, you're like, okay, I got corn to sell. Okay, in California, it sells for this much, and I'm going to have to pay a truck driver this much. Have that all be handled by the game, because it's going to obviously calculate it. But then you're selling it to, like, a whatever vendor. It's not like a player-run vendor.
Yeah. And but you could have the
getting it there.
Yeah, because you'd have your supply chain places would all be computer controlled. So your factories, your sellers, your all that would be computer controlled. But the thing is like, you could load board where, like, a trucker can go and, like, you could post on the job board, hey, I got this corn need moving. I can offer this price for, this is how much I'll pay for someone to transport it. But at the same time, a trucker could be like, look, this is my price per mile, or this is, you know, they can set their CPM, and then you can either accept or deny, or you can negotiate. You could do like a contract option where the farmer's like, look, I'll pay you 20 grand to haul this, and he's like 30, and then you can counter offer and be like 25, and then he can either deny or accept it. The only thing you'd have to figure out that would be the tricky aspect in it is, so say you hand off a load to a trucker and you're expecting him to deliver in whatever the X amount of time is for the, obviously you're in an agreement with the retail place or whatever. What happens if the trucker doesn't deliver it?
Yeah, like he just gets off.
Yeah, he just gets offline. I mean, you could say the load sits there, but what if he don't get back on for 2 weeks and then you miss the price window? And I don't know if maybe if a load stalls, there's like a, oh, while you were away, you know, AI trucker took over your load and he delivered it for you, but it's or the truck driver takes a penalty or something like that. And when the truck driver gets on, it's like, you didn't get paid but for what you drove, and the load was completed by the, because that's what you would do, is as a farmer you would set it up. It's not like you talk to you and be like, hey Joe, I need you to take it to this place in Nebraska. No, you'd actually set up an order in the system, and it would be like, I want this amount of corn to go from my farm on the map to this manufacturer in this place in this thing, and it sets the point of interest to an actual location, and then it calculates the distance and basically creates the order for the reseller to accept it when it gets there. And then all it would have to be is if after so long the trucker doesn't deliver it, it automatically delivers it, and he loses out on that pay, but you would still get it there. Because it wouldn't be on the farmer to suffer because someone got offline.
Yeah, or vice versa. The trucker comes here and you don't have your order ready for him, type thing.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like at that time, like, you would get basically like a deposit, like if you don't deliver it or have it. But again, I feel like when you create that order, it essentially escrows your grain or whatever you're selling into a account in a silo. So you basically have to have it ready to go to create the order.
Yeah.
And then it locks it in whatever sell point you are that the trucker would pick it up from.
Right.
And then that might be your warehouse aspect. You have to have like a warehouse or a co-op silo or something like that you bring your grain from the farm to the silo, then the trucker can pick it up from the silo and deliver it, and it's like pre-allocated to him, so your 20 tons is already stored in there. And he might not be able to haul 20 tons with his trailer configuration, but he can make multiple trips if he wants to as a part of a contract, because you're creating a contract's all you're doing.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
he's agreeing to haul it, and if it takes him a couple days, then that's fine, but you're going to pay him his rate when he completes it, and you're going to get paid when it gets sold. But I think it would have to have an expiration, like the contract expires after, I mean, you could set up as a farmer, contract expires after 2 days. And if he doesn't have it delivered in 2 days, he misses out on the pay of what he didn't deliver. The AI takes over and sells it, or something else, or it offers it back up on the board for someone else to take it. But I think if you created that order with that, it would lock in basically the price that the place you're selling it to is set to. So if they're like, we're paying $200 a ton, when you create that order, it locks it in. It just has to be delivered. So that way, if it took someone a long time, you wouldn't necessarily suffer. And your crops are already accounted for, so your crops are in limbo at that point. So you kind of have to lock in everything, and it's just waiting for people to complete the contract. But man, I wish I was capable of making something like that. It's just the API of it alone, just the net code of setting up the multiplayer. It's not so much setting up driving or farming or anything like that. It's the actual, like, getting it all to work together.
Yeah, it would honestly take, like, ATS and farming sim devs to come together and make something like that, and like a derail valley or railroader type dev to come in and do it.
But it'd be so cool, though, to be able to be driving across a freaking state, and you go through a small town and you see farmers working the field off to your right.
Oh, yeah. It would be super cool.
Or you see a train, you get caught by a train that someone's hauling, and they, you know, they're switching crews, because the trains you could expand as much as they have crews. So, because trains go such a long distance, and they're not that fast.
But then you could have trains that work multiple, like you go to this yard and then you drop that off and switch your trailers around, and then like there's a whole logistics side to it. Like you can pick up train cars as contracts.
Yep. You get into your intermodal and stuff like that. Because I don't think boats, like shipping, would work unless you did like inland, like towboats and stuff like that, like barges on rivers. But I don't think you would be able to do like global, but you could still have ports and have like the logistics of the ports, like moving containers, loading ships, unloading ships, loading trucks from there, or loading railroad cars so they can take it wherever it's going. And then you could obviously, the whole time you'd be having your NPC contracts too on the marketplaces. And obviously your player contracts could be a lot more lucrative. And also I think you'd have to have an XP system in the game. So like you'd have like your player, and then your player would have like farming XP or trucking XP or train XP or whatever, and you maybe unlock perks or equipment you can get at levels. And but the thing is though, is like I said, I want to see in a game even more than that aspect. The global aspect is no games get love for the used market anymore, like the used equipment or trucks, or like I know ATS added it more recently, but that's not like the used markets I remember. Like I want to go buy a truck and like get it, and like the muffler be gone or something like that, like components be missing, and you actually have to repair it to get it back to that point. And there was a game, and this is gonna date my age some. This is a really old game. This is like from when I was a child, but I remember playing it on an old like 386 DOS computer. So there was this game, and I'm trying to remember what it was called. but basically it was like California 1960s, 70s, and you're like a street racer, like a hot rod guy. But literally what you would do is like when you started the game, and it's so cool, like I've played it recently, I just can't remember the name, like recently being like a year or two ago versus as a child. But basically you go into the game and there's a newspaper, and you look in the newspaper and there's classifieds for used cars. So you're talking like old Ford Fairlanes and Mustangs and Chargers, and like you buy these and it's like has a 2-barrel carb and missing exhaust or whatever it might be. I don't remember exact, but like you buy it based off its conditions, so they're not perfect, and obviously the crappier they are, the cheaper they are. And so you buy a car, then you can go either to the car parts store and buy new parts, or you can shop the swap shop and you'll find like 4-barrel carburetor for sale, $20, and you can piece together parts and slowly upgrade your car into like a proper hot rod. And it's cool because you can end up finding like dual carburetor manifold and stuff like that, and you're like, oh yeah. And there's another game more modern that they kind of tried to do that with. It's like a web-based game, but it didn't really have like a, I guess, a 3D aspect to it, like an actual like. Do we have engines where they stay on?
No, they're auto off.
That was weird. The harvester didn't turn off when I hopped out. Maybe because it was too close to the. It might have been too close to the hauling truck. But there was another game that came out like that where you could go on the used market, and I mean, you got games like Mechanic Sim and stuff where you can kind of do that with the auctions and stuff like that. But like, I want the where you feel like you're going hunting for parts. Like my garage kind of has that, where you can go to the junkyard and dig through cars and buy wrecks, or find like, oh, there's a muffler that is not in bad shape that I can use to fix someone's car or something like that. And then like, there's a few games that have tried to do the salvage scavenge, but I like that concept of like finding a wreck and looking at what parts could be good on it. Like, I want to be able to go like looking through a junkyard and be like, oh, there's a car like mine, does it have this part on it? And
oh yeah.
How's it going, chat? I still got a few people watching. The funny thing is you can turn the Jake brake on and off, but it doesn't help the braking of the actual truck. There it is. Gotta bring the harvester back to the farm now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got the field done. I got 93% on it. I got 8, almost 9 tons of grain, so I don't know how much.
Damn.
I mean, it shouldn't be that much to hit the contract, but I don't know if they tweak the contract limits where it doesn't let you get as much left over. So we put 0.3 hours on this truck. I know the harvester's getting hours on it. Yeah, it's so nice having this over a tractor that goes 20 miles an hour, being able to go 70.
Yeah.
Might stop and buy some feed. The piggies, see if I get some protein.
We're gonna need some lime too. We're gonna need lots of lime. Oh, now my tractor's got all white tires because I'm driving through the line.
Yeah.
That's freaking awesome.
So we got 2 tons left over of the wheat.
Nice.
And then I can go in and collect a little bit of money.
Yeah, we need that.
I don't know if I can throw the bags in the bed, but I'm gonna try. I don't know if it's got collisions or not back there.
We might need at least. Ooh, got dark.
Yep.
Or just a big. I don't know how much is in the big crate.
I think it's, I'll look when we, where's the shop at? Is the shop the yellow one?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, there's the shop.
Yeah. I need some lime, brother.
I'll see if I can bring it back. If I can, I'll grab it with the, you said lime? 2,000 liters. Hang on a second, let me look at something. Just before we, said lime, right?
Yeah, lime. I don't know how much fertilizer we're going to use. I feel like fertilizer goes pretty slow.
I'm looking at the price of a, is it containers, I think? Tools, maybe. Looking for the lime stations, the place of lime stations. Thought we had them.
They should be.
Just not sure where they are in here. Thought it was factories, but if not, we can easily get a mod for one. I know they have mods for.
I don't know. It's not under factory. I don't think.
It's not greenhouses.
I think it's under containers, maybe. For whatever reason. I don't remember having to put a mod in it in the last server.
It might be worth the investment. Because this lime is going to get really expensive otherwise. I see fertilizer. Tank. Silo. Lime station. 26,000.
Ooh.
I mean, we could get a cheap one and put it in, but or we take a small loan and invest in it. But that's a fillable lime tank, so I think that's a storage one. I don't think that's an actual like one you can buy from.
Yeah. Yeah, because we out. I mean, I almost got done with the second field. No, never mind. I take that back. I forgot all about the middle part. And that was 2 bags. So basically a bag. Can't remember how many I bought.
I thought it would have been. That's where I thought it was too, Joe, was in. All right, but
are you talking about the launch?
Yeah, the lime station. No, I'm not seeing it. Give me a minute. All right, chat. I think that's where we're going to call the stream, though. I'm about getting ready to get off for the night. It's a good 2.5 hour stream, but hopefully y'all enjoyed it. If you did, be sure to click that like button, comment down below. And if you're new to the channel and haven't clicked subscribe yet, please do so. That tells me you like what you see and you want to see more. But until next time, everyone, y'all have a good one, and bye-bye.